Okay, hey my friends, welcome to some bullish propaganda. So, basically, what I'm going to tell you is stop shitting your pants because it's going down for one day or two. Okay? It's going down 3.3% on the Nasdaq today. I can understand it's quite violent, but come on. The chart is still very bullish. There is no reason to turn bearish yet. Um, if if you were a bit bearish during the late August or late July and beginning of August, I can understand that. Yeah, of course, it was much more violent and sharp. It's easy to have a cold head during this time. I can agree with that. But right now, to be honest, come on, it's coming back into the channel and bouncing on the line exactly as we said it will do. Now I agree on the shorter time frames on the hourly. I was expecting a last high before doing this, but still, okay, it went a bit before I thought. It doesn't matter. It's following the path. It's doing what it should, and we'll soon resume the third wave upwards. Okay, that's how I see it at least. Maybe you don't see it like that. Maybe you can see this as wave one and then a wave two to something that's super bearish. But I don't think we have any reason to do that because there is no science for it yet. I mean, this kind of pullbacks that we're getting right now is completely normal and very current, especially around all-time highs. The market is just next to the all-time high. Is doing a small pullback. Last time it was near the all-time high, it made a small pullback too. Uh, yeah, here you had the all-time high. We first a very big one, and then the way it was just at all-time high, we made a smaller one too. It's it's completely normal for it to do so. I don't think we have to think too much right here. I think we have to see that as maybe some kind of buying opportunity, to be honest. Uh, and if we look at the DXY, the dollar index, is not even up a half percent today. It's up 0.16. So no signs of like the dollar increasing too much so that everyone is selling, the assets. It's kind of flat around 0.16 right now. So I think it's even like just making a very small pullback in a shorter time frame to like maybe bounce on the trend line and then continue downwards. But yeah, we'll see about that. So yeah, nothing here to say. Crypto. Okay, the fun part with crypto is I agree it's super hard to read on the lower time frame. You can chart it as yeah. I just put something on for now, but I don't know if this is how it will turn out to be. But yeah, you could have like an expanding diagonal. You could have like an A, B, C for the bearish scenario, and then coming back down and then up. You could have like wave one and then a flat wave two, and then coming back up. Plenty of different IDs. To be honest, they are all equal in like, um, I mean, kind of equal, yeah, in probability to happen. But the people that are screaming for like the 40,000s, I don't think this will happen, to be honest. If it does, then you're very lucky to be able to get it at this price just before the rate cuts, to be honest. But I don't think it. I think it will just bounce from here. It was like down what 2.5% maybe for the day before. I don't remember. Now it's not even down 2% anymore. I think you should like maybe start to consider a local selling maybe around 80,000 when it bounces. When it comes back to the middle channel. Right here it's just bouncing on the bottom. It's perfect. then maybe yeah, around 80,000, you could think about selling a bit, then rebuying when it during the pullback, selling again around the 100,000 mark for the wave three, rebuying when it's coming back to the middle channel, and then selling everything you have during the last wave. A strategy like that I wouldn't understand, but I don't really understand on why you should sell right now when it's doing a horizontal correction. It's not even deep. It's not even showing some sign of a new trend downwards. It's completely horizontal and corrective because it's messy. We are seeing that it's a messy count, and this is such a sign of correctness. I mean, of a correction when you have a messy horizontal count. So yeah, I will not sell right here, to be honest. And if you look at the okay, if you look at the miners now, because I know a lot of miners are bleeding right now. Let's start with Riot, for example, down almost 10% for the day. A little bit up on the aftermarket, but doesn't matter. Okay, it made a new low, but it made a low just at the 61.8%, so nothing strange yet. Nothing has changed, to be honest. Mara is not even doing a new low, it's still here, even making a high low, to be honest. So quite bullish to me. Now the real bearish case here that people are talking about is the Clean Spark after they mentioned they might. I mean, they got the authorization for a future ATM if they will have the need to do so. And because it was kind of a big one, it was an authorization that made it possible for them to do an ATM in the size like of double the amount of stocks right now. I think it was something in these terms. I can understand that people are getting quite pissed, to be honest, and want to sell today because of that. But nothing has happened. They have not done any ATM, and they kind of went out on social medias to tell people like, no, I mean, it's not happening. It was just an authorization. No, it's your judgment whether you should trust them or not. I would say you shouldn't do neither. You should just maybe take a look at shorter time frame on this one and the charts. What you're saying right now, it's super underbought. I mean, oversold or oversold. It's I would say it's a perfect place to buy. To be honest, it's I know I sound bullish, but this this kind of opportunity is quite good, to be honest. And if they will do an ATM, okay, maybe if it will go up, for example, and do a new high, then they might consider an ATM because then it will be worth it, with the stock at the higher price. But why will they do it right now? They will just kill the company, to be honest. So I don't think you have to worry so much about that. GameStop, this is like the most interesting stock right now. I'm following it really closely. So what I'm expecting to be the turn point for the bullish case is the break of this previous high. Now it broke this high, very good sign to do so. What it's doing now, it's maybe just coming down a bit to bounce on it before coming back up. We'll see. It could, I mean, here the most bearish case you could have, the worst case scenario, is that it comes back down and bounce on this support line around the 14 or so. This is the worst scenario possible, I think, for GameStop, to be honest. Uh, but yeah, if it breaks the previous high, then you won't even have to think about it. Then it would just mean that we are going higher from here. And I would say that we could be careful to react too fast. If it breaks the high, then I think we should expect some kind of bounce before resuming back up. But that's for another day. Um, yeah, Nvidia going down 10% and 1 yeah 3% after market. So how do you feel about that? I think you have to feel an envy, like a need, a need to buy. You must like feel the pressure, the buy pressure. Like, yes, this is the place I want to come to buy. This is reduction. It's a Christmas gift. Early Christmas. Now, but to be honest, I think it's reacting exactly like the markets right now, just because it's like near the all-time high. It's panicking a little bit. I think the big panic you should have maybe is only if it's a break the lower points here, but yeah, I don't think it will. I think it might just come down here maybe and then come back up. I think it's a good opportunity to be honest. Tesla doing simply the same thing as we expected, coming back down as wave C. No, I'm a bit more bearish on Tesla. I can agree, but it's only a short time frame. It's like 1 month or two max in front of us. Then I expect it to come back up. And if it comes down here, it will be such a good place to buy. That would be an easy 2x for the future because a break above the triangle will go, yeah, much higher up than 300. So if it comes back to around 160 or 150, it will be a very good place to bet along, I would say. Yeah, I think it's kind of all that I wanted to show you for now. I don't have anything ready right now, so everything else. But yeah, what I wanted to like just be clear about is my point of view, of course, just mine. And in my point of view, I see this as soup. I mean, for me, this is bullish. It's just a pullback during the uptrend, the one I was waiting for before. And I don't know why people like are shitting themselves on social medias right now just because of that move. It's I think a lot of people are shitting themselves because of the miners maybe, and that's understandable. I mean, it's kind of violent and it's hard to see it like just staying there around the low points and never going up. But this is where you have to have a strong mindset, I think, and just keep going as long as it's not breaking a really dangerous low points. I think it's okay. I mean, you know that when you go into minus, that you're going to take a risk. It's not buying Apple or Microsoft. This is like miners. They're part of smaller markets, and it's a risk you take. But you take this risk because you believe in a stronger upside. So believe a bit in yourself also, especially when you bet on the bullish count. It's much more likely that the bullish count will happen than a bearish count. And yeah, I could show you very quickly Ethereum. I already said everything about it. I posted a chart about it. And yeah, I expect wave C to start. That I expect to be quite long, like not like this one, but I mean longer in comparison to wave A. Uh, to bounce on the line here. And yeah, Dogecoin is acting very similarly to GameStop, to be honest. So that's quite funny to follow. Here, like a bit like I said with GameStop, I'm expecting to turn really bullish when it breaks the previous high right here. Before that, we don't really know what it can do. It could still come back down and make another low before going back up. So I want it to break this high. A perfect thing would be break the high, come back down to bounce on it, and then go. That would be a perfect scenario. No, we don't always get perfect scenarios, but I think we could get at least a breakout this time. But yeah, we're not sure. It might come here for less low before that. So I would say wait for the breakout if you want to come and buy it. It'll be more wise to do so. Um, yeah. So yeah, my main ideas are the same. They have not changed. I'm still bullish, and I think we just have to breathe a little bit, go out, take a drink, come back tomorrow or day after tomorrow, and I think it will be just fine. If it really panics, then we will see it coming back very fast to try the low levels here, for example, on the Nasdaq. And if it does that, then I can agree, start to panic a little bit. But now there is no reason to do so. It's still doing a very normal and easy pullback. That's all what I wanted to say. Thank you.